Hi Taurus, here is your general reading for the month of November. Before we start, I just want to remind you all that this reading is a general reading. It cannot resonate with all of you, okay? Obviously, there is lots of Taurus people out there, so maybe part of this reading will resonate with you, maybe none of it will. If it doesn't, then please check your moon and your rising signs. Now, the first card we have here, which is the overall energy for the month of November, we have the Four of Wands reversed. Now, you know, it's so much better to see this card in the upright. But anyway, the Wands is fire energy, okay? The fire energy is for Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. And the fire energy is all to do with our actions, okay? Now, if this is talking about a relationship for you, then it's showing that there is something's not quite right, okay? Put it that way. It shows that in regards to a relationship, it could be a case of you and your partner going in opposite directions or wanting to go in opposite directions. With this card, it's very much the feeling that the partner does not feel at home with you, okay? So now this could be either you or your partner, but either one of you could be feeling that discord, that you don't feel comfortable or relaxed in the other person's company, if that makes sense, that something just does not feel right. Now, sometimes as well, with the energy of this card, it can show that there could be disapproval about a relationship from other people. So it could be that you have entered a relationship or with somebody, and it could be that your parents or your partner's parents are disapproving of this relationship in some way. If this is not to do with a relationship for you, because this is a general reading, but looking at the cards on the table, I kind of think we're going down the relationship route here for some of you. But this card also can be whereby you think you may have been cheated out of something that is rightfully yours. That somebody else may be getting the praise for something and you are being overlooked. Now, that could be in a work situation whereby you are the one doing all the work and then somebody else is getting the pat on the back. Or somebody else has been offered the promotion that you thought that you were going to get because of all the hard work that you've put in, okay? So it can relate in a work situation as well, okay? So take from that, take the energy from this card to what may suit your situation. As I said, this is for the month of November, but some of this energy may have already started to play out now as we're nearing the end of October, okay? Now, in the position of what's crossing you or helping and hindering you, we have the Five of Pentacles, which I'm happy to see this card in the reversed, okay? Now we have your own energy here. The Pentacles is an earth energy, so it's for yourselves, Taurus, also for Capricorn and Virgo. Now, the 5 generally in any suit is not a good number, okay? But like I said, we've got it reversed here. Now, this card, in regards to what I've just spoke about with the 4 of Wands, it could be that they are telling you, or this is how you are going to start to feel, because with this card, it's about regaining your self-confidence, okay? It's very much a card about where you may have felt isolated and you may have felt very much on your own in regards to a situation in your life. But this card is showing that that feeling is going to come to an end. It's the end of bad times, okay? It's that feeling where you're going to start to think that life may be worth living again, okay? And I think that that's what they are telling you. They are wanting you to use the energy of this card in the sense that you need to regain your self-confidence. If a relationship is coming to an end, because it is a case that you're going in opposite directions and one of you does not feel connected properly to the other, or if this is a work situation where you feel you have been overlooked in some way, but you are the one that's put all the hard work and effort in, then this card is here to tell you that you need to regain your self-confidence in both of those situations, whichever is applying to you. And you need to see that although you've gone through this, it will come to an end, okay? The bad time is going to end. It could be as well that you've been dealing with somebody that has been greedy in some way, okay? I don't mean greedy in sense of, eating too much food, but greedy in another way, okay? And that could have harmed the relationship, or that could have had an effect on this work situation, okay? Because this card can show that it can talk of a relationship breakup, or it can talk of financial difficulty or work or problems within a work environment. But like I said, when it's reversed, it's indicating that those times are going to come to an end, okay? Now, here in the foundation section of your reading, we have the Lover's card. It is a major arcana, and as you can see, it is reversed, okay? Now, again, I much prefer to see this card in the upright, okay? Now, again, what this card is showing, that if you have been having, if this is a relationship issue for you, then it shows very much, again, that both of you have not been getting along with each other. Just like the energy we saw there with the 4 of Wands, okay? That this wanting to go in opposite directions, one of you or even both of you just not feeling connected with each other, maybe possible interference from outside. This card, again, it talks of possible breakups. It talks of two people within a relationship not getting along, okay? It shows that there could be weaknesses and temptation within a relationship. And it could be very much whereby, if we're talking a relationship, one of you could actually think that the grass is greener on the other side, okay? So if there is temptation, if you have the opportunity to step outside the relationship, or your partner does, then it is very possible that that may happen. But very much the feeling attached to that the grass is greener. You know, so much, it's almost like your relationship could be going through a very difficult time frame, okay? And I do feel with this reading that for the majority of you, we are talking about a personal relationship rather than a work situation now. Now, it's possible that this relationship that you're in is, or marriage is going through a very testing and very difficult time, okay? As I said, you know, if it's been a long-standing marriage or relationship, you could very much feel that you've started to drift apart and go in different directions. And it's possible when we see this Lover's card reversed, that one of you could be thinking that the easier option is to go with somebody else, okay? To end the relationship and go and be with somebody new, okay? Somebody that's maybe hovering in the background, maybe not. And because that may feel like the easier option, rather than trying to fix what's gone wrong within this relationship or marriage, the easier option may be just to walk away from it, and go and be with somebody else. But, you know, that's not always the case, okay? And sometimes that lack of commitment, you know, and almost like a failure to recognise the true nature of the situation or this relationship. You know, this relationship could be something that is very special. But at the moment, it's hit this difficult period, okay? Or as I said, you know, maybe you both have got into a rut and that's how the relationship has gone, and you are living almost separate lives. So it feels the easier option is just to end it and go your separate ways. But, you know, that is showing a lack of commitment, okay, from either side. That is showing that one of you is not committed enough to put the time and effort and work in to try and fix these problems. And that's something that I think, if this is a relationship situation for you, then it's something you need to try to work on, okay? It's not always the easier option. The easier option is not always to leave the relationship. Sometimes, you know, if somebody means enough to you, then you need to work on it. No relationship is ever happy all the time. No relationship works perfectly all the time. Now here, in the near past situation, we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay, which is reversed. Now, the Pentacles is your own energy again. It is the Earth energy. And the Pentacles, it does often talk of our finances, okay, and our work and our material world. And, you know, and it can be a very slow energy, okay, the Earth energy. It's very grounded energy. Now, again, this card can talk of feeling isolated, okay? That it is possible as well that you may be feeling very much consumed by work, or this could be for your partner, but it could feel that all you are doing is working, okay? And it's like a time's going to come whereby you cannot do everything. Choices are needed, okay? If this is you, your life cannot be all about work, okay? And maybe that is the situation. Maybe that's the problem with this situation. That maybe you are focusing on work too much. Maybe you're at work all the time, and that is what's impacting on your relationship. And that is why you're both going down different roads, because one of you is at work all the time and the other one's at home on their own, okay? It's also a card about worrying about being financially independent, okay? So there could be some financial worries for you or your partner at the moment. It's very much a card as well about sharing the workload, about understanding that you cannot do everything on your own, that sometimes it needs to be shared, okay? Now, I have to say as well, the negative side to the Queen of Pentacles when she's reversed, it can talk of somebody who goes through financial extremes, okay? Somebody who could be very miserly with their money, and then could be very extravagant in an outlandish type of way, okay, if that makes sense. It's the Queen of Pentacles on the negative side is somebody that can use her money as a surrogate for her emotions, okay? It's like she can use money she uses money in a powerful way. Now, to the point, yes, where sometimes she may try to buy somebody's love, because it can be somebody that could be quite restrained with their emotions, somebody that doesn't show their emotions, and somebody that shows their love with money, okay, rather than their emotions. So almost like when this person is in a very good mood, very loving mood, or a very happy mood, then they could be very extravagant with their money in terms of giving money and gifts and you know, all that type of thing. And then when they are feeling sad or upset or angry, then they could withdraw that type of generosity with their money. I hope that makes sense to you, but that is the negative side to the Queen of Pentacles. Now, because this is your own energy here, it does not mean it's you, okay? And because it's a queen, it does not have to be a woman. The cards are not gender specific. So if this description does not fit you, it is possible that it is in connection with your partner. Or, as I said, it could just be that somebody is very consumed within their work, and it's causing the other person to feel very isolated. Now here in the present, we have the devil here, okay? Now, the devil is a major arcana, and it talks of obsession, okay, or addiction. There's these two people in the front here, okay? They're chained together, but the chain around their neck is very loose. Either one of them could quite easily lift that chain up and remove themselves from this situation. So it could be that one of you is feeling chained to the other person, okay? Now, it could be that you are feeling chained to the other person on a financial level. It could be on an emotional level as well. But there could be a lot of finances tied up in this relationship, and that is making you feel that you are chained to this person. The devil card as well as feeling chained, because as I said, it talks about feeling trapped, okay? It talks about that feeling literally of thinking that you are chained to somebody and you can't get away, okay? When in actual facts you can. That is your thought perception on this situation. If you truly wanted to leave this relationship, or the other person did, then you can, okay? It's your thought perception that is keeping you trapped with these chains. I have to say as well, the obsessive side of the devil card, it can talk that one person could be quite obsessed with the other person. But it can also show addictions whereby one of you may have an addiction. Maybe an addiction to each other, maybe an addiction to alcohol or drugs. It could be to spending money. It could be chocolate. It can be any number of things. We all have our little addictions to things, okay? We all have those things that we particularly like to indulge in, okay? So if this is not you or your partner feeling chained to each other, then it can talk, as I said, of a different type of addiction. But the thing you have to remember, whether this is you feeling chained to your partner or them to you, or whether it is to drink or chocolate, no matter what it is, the chain can be broken. You or them are not tied to this. It can be overcome, okay? It's just a case of accepting that, of realizing that these chains can easily be lifted off and that connection can be broken. Nobody is stuck to somebody forever if they don't want to be, okay? And I feel that this devil card is talking more in terms of this relationship rather than, drink or food or shopping or whatever. And I feel that maybe somebody is feeling that they are financially chained to their partner. And that they are worried that if they leave this relationship, will they be able to be financially independent on their own? Will they have enough money to go it alone? Okay? I do feel that one of you wants to leave this relationship. But I feel that due to financial situations and financial ties within this relationship, that is keeping either you there or your partner. Now, for your outcome, we have the Emperor, okay? Sorry about if the glare of the sun is shining there, okay? I'm trying to block it with the cards. We have the Emperor here, okay? Now, the Emperor is a major arcana, okay? Ordinarily, the Emperor is associated with Aries. Okay, well, it is the card for Aries, but it does not mean you're dealing with an Aries, okay? Now, the Emperor is somebody that holds fast to tradition, okay? He is honest. He can be very domineering, okay? And he can be very dynamic. Well, he dynamic and creative, okay? But has a great deal of strength and can be very stubborn, okay? The Emperor is all about willpower, about strength, about logic, using your logic, about rulership, okay? Somebody that can very much be the head of the household and can take control of the household with ease, okay? Now, it's somebody as well that is very much a protector of their territory. Okay? The leader. As I said, somebody who uses their logic, somebody who is governed purely by logic and experience rather than emotion. Now, I feel that this card has shown up for you to take on the energies now of this Emperor. For you to start to use your logic, okay? To not allow your emotions to rule your decisions. Because emotions can cause the devil situation, whereby you feel trapped and chained to something or someone. By using your logic, you can actually see that that is not the case, okay? You are not chained to anybody. You do not have to be dependent on anybody. The Emperor is somebody who can stand on his own. As I said, he can be stubborn, but he's very honest. He can be very domineering, and he can be powerful. And he can lead and take rulership of a situation. And to me, that is what they are telling you to do in the month of November regarding this situation, be it relationship for you or be this a work thing for you, whatever it is. They are telling you to tap in to the experience you've got and use your logic to push you forward. Take away the emotional attachment to this situation. Be the Emperor and know that you can and you do have the strength. You do have the willpower. You have the willpower to break the chains of that devil. Only you can do that, okay? And you need to take this energy on. You need to see that you can stand alone if you have to. That you can be financially independent if you have to be. Okay? Now, you know, the fact is, from the very beginning of this reading, I felt it was talking more to do with a personal relationship than a work situation, okay? But the fact of it is, it can play out in different ways, okay? It could be a work situation, but to me, with the Lovers card showing up, the Devil card and the Emperor, we've got three major arcanas here, okay? And, okay, the Lovers card doesn't always have to be about personal relationships. It can be about other close relationships that we have in our lives. I just feel that this tends to be talking more about a personal relationship in your life. But as I said, it most certainly is going to play out differently for all of you. I do feel that the energy of this situation has already started to play out in this month of October and maybe before. And I do feel that things are going to come more to a head in the month of November. And it is possible it could play out even into December or a bit further, because the thing is, although you know us readers, we do readings each month, the fact of it is, it doesn't mean that that situation or that energy from that reading has to play out within that 4-week period, okay? Sometimes it could have taken place before, sometimes it can come after, okay? Obviously, everybody's lives are different, so it can play out differently on a time scale for all of you. But also, like I say at the beginning, it is a general reading, so it may not even apply to any of you, okay? But most definitely, for some of you out there, this is screaming out about a personal relationship. Somebody, I feel, is wanting to go in an opposite direction, but is worried about the financial implications by doing so. And I feel that they are feeling chained to the other person, more to do with the finances that are tied up in this relationship rather than the emotional or the love aspects, okay? Now, but like I said, with the Emperor being there, if this is you that's feeling like this, then most definitely you can stand on your own. No problem at all, okay? But just be careful. If this is you, just be a little bit mindful of what I said, that the grass is not always greener. That sometimes we think something is the easier option, but it doesn't always turn out to be that way. So just keep that in mind as well, okay? But there we go, Taurus. That is your general reading for the month of November. It did turn out to talk more about relationships, but hey, that's the way the cards go. They have a message that they want you to hear, and whatever that message is, that's what comes out. I will be back very soon to do your relationship reading and also the reading for the singles. I will be curious to see if any way the relationship reading does match this reading today, or whether it has a completely different message for other people out there. We'll see. But until then, thank you so much for watching. And just very quickly, if you have liked this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, give it the thumbs down. If you want to leave a comment, that would be great. I appreciate the time you take to leave comments for me, and you know by now I always reply. And if you would like to book a private reading, then please, feel free to contact me. You can email me at lisa.groundcoppermill@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye.